This video is brought to you by Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist, my new book, which is a comprehensive guide to all aspects of music theory necessary for playing rock guitar. From blues to the cycle of fifths, from understanding and using modes to choosing the right notes for a melodic solo, from pentatonic scales to chord construction and keys. It's all covered in a clear and concise manner. With accompanying video demonstrations, jam tracks and tabs, you'll learn to use the knowledge you gain in accessible ways that make sense for less than the cost of a few guitar lessons. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. That was me having a little bit of a go at the guitar solo from a song that I often use as a way of easing myself into the day if I'm feeling a little dusty, as a good friend of mine puts it. Maybe I've had a few sweet cherries the previous evening, or something to that effect, shall we say. And I've woken up feeling a little bit under the weather. Well, just as a way of kind of easing myself into the day, I'll often listen to Come Away With Me by Norah Jones. The song in particular I think is beautiful, but the album is just utterly gorgeous in every way. And I can't believe I haven't tackled any of the guitar parts off it on the channel before now, so I thought now was a pretty good time to do so. Anyway, that's a rough idea of what the solo sounds like. Here's a bit of an explanation about what's going on in the solo.
Solo explanation.
Okay, let's begin with the chord sequence we're playing over. It goes like this. So we're in the key of C major here, and as you would expect, the C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, is going to be providing, well, not most of, all of the notes that we're going to be using in the solo. That said, the B notes and the F notes occur much less often than the other five notes, the C, D, E, G and A notes. So I prefer to think of something like this as being primarily C major pentatonic, C, D, E, G, A, with an occasional guest appearance from one of the other two major scale notes, the B and the F. The solo opens up with a few runs. The first half of the solo is basically based around this pentatonic shape here that I'm sure we all recognise. Two notes on one string, three notes on the next two, then three, then three, like that. We've all played that many a time, I'm sure. So let's have a look at a select few of the licks that are going on in the solo, just to give you an idea. We start off with like that, beautiful opening lick. Then we get the B note coming in the next lick, just as a little run into that lick there, like that. And then most of what's going on for the next good few bars is just basically playing around with the G, A, C, D. Basically, we started in this octave of the run, and now most of what's happening for the foreseeable few bars is just happening in the next octave of the run, with the notable exception of the B note cropping up again when we hit the E minor chord, where we get a where are we? That lick there as we hit the E minor chord. These two notes, this B note and this E note, are in the E minor chord. And then a few bars later we get a little bit of a G major arpeggio shape being used for a lick. See if I can remember how to play this. Something like that. I might have got the timing a little bit off there, but you can see how G, B, D, G, that's just running through that G major arpeggio, and once again the B note is happening there. What else have we got? Well, we get we're sort of playing more in this here, I guess, really in the what you'd call position 2 of the pentatonic scale. And then like that, and then sort of into the top end of that. You can look at that little box of 4 notes there as being at the top of that run I'm talking about, or it also intersects with position 2 of the pentatonic. It's all the same thing, basically. Then we have a little bit of a departure. We have a string bend, the one and only string bend in the solo. We're kind of coming up to the 12th fret area now, like that, and that's where the F note crops up. We get an F note, I said earlier, once. We actually get it twice. So, you know, that's one instance of the F note where we're like that. That's the only string bend in the solo. And then we come down this little E minor arpeggio here. Like that, for a lick that goes. And then we got the C note there, which isn't the arpeggio, but we're playing over the E minor chord there, so lots of emphasis on the B, G, E. I know I'm talking about these B notes quite a lot, but you know they are occurring a lot less often than C's, D's, E's, G's and A's, so I'm going to stick by my pentatonic thing from earlier. Then just a couple of double stops, basically. We're playing over an F chord, so we play, there's an F chord there, we play this little double stop from it, and then that takes us into this double stop here, this E and G note from a C chord, and then we just have a little bit of a kind of descending run back down the pentatonic. I beg your pardon. That's actually what's played there. I always want to end on the C note for some reason. That ends on the G. So a very, very accessible solo, really. Very, you know, easy to play, I would say. I would stick my neck out and say, yes, it's an easy solo to play. But lots of tasteful licks going on, and so much you can learn from it about, you know, maybe sneaking in the extra notes from outside the pentatonic to make it into a full major scale, whereabouts you add them, you know, usually over a chord that contains them, and so on. So there you go. That is the Adam Levy solo from Norah Jones's Come Away With Me. Make of it what you will, but go away and have some fun with it. And as always, you'll find a full tab for the solo in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it, the backing track to play over yourself, and that explanation you've just seen there. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description, as I'm sure you know by now. $3 or about £3 a month gets you access to all of these additional resources that go along with these YouTube videos, and a massive, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways. All of above, which are downstairs in the description. And that is pretty much it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video and found it useful, entertaining and informative in some small way. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. We drink beer and talk about stuff, guitars, music, whatever. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.